So interestingly enough, I went through this video that I watched called "The Worst Street Fighter Games," and this was from Go Winquotes. So I basically watched the whole thing, and I thought it was a really good video. But also, I kind of was scratching my head at certain games that he thought were bad, like the worst Street Fighter game of all time. Now, I disagree with the with New Generation being the worst Street Fighter game. It's worst out of the Street Fighter 3 series. Yeah, sure, but it's not terrible. I think it's worth trying if you've never played it before. It's just maybe an unfinished project, as I'd like to call it. But with that being said, he didn't even mention a game that I thought was the worst one, and even Maximilian Dude himself has said this is the bad one, and that's Street Fighter One. I made a comment saying, "Are we not going to talk about Street Fighter One being the worst game?" And when I mean Street Fighter One, I mean the first ever Street Fighter game that came out in 1987. But people in the comments thought I was talking absolute rubbish and thought that Street Fighter 1 never existed. They thought it all started from Street Fighter 2. That's just like saying Star Wars didn't start off as episode 1. Star Wars started off as episode 2.
You fucking.
How does that make sense? How does a sequel start from the second part of the trilogy? Or let's say in episode 1 of this TV show, they say there's no such thing as episode 1. It starts off as episode 2. God. And this is the thing. It's really bad that these guys actually don't know the first ever game of Street Fighter was Street Fighter in 1987, and people will refer it to as Street Fighter 1 because it's the first game. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Right. Turn this shit on. Right, as we go along here, ignore these other games. Right, here, look. Right, so here we are. This is what I'm playing right now. Boom. Let's try offline. Arcade. Oh, look! The first Street Fighter game, 1987. That came out in August. So please tell me, how the hell does Street Fighter, the first game, does not exist? People refer to Street Fighter as Street Fighter 1. How does this game not exist? Look here. You see? The first ever Street Fighter game. There you go. See? Look. I'm not playing the game, by the way. I'm just showing you a demonstration of what Street Fighter 1 looks like. The movement is arse. I'll tell you right now, the movement is absolute arse. And I'm not playing this game. And if you still think Street Fighter 1 does not exist, seek therapy, please.